Leaked audio regarding the It Ends With Us trial just came out, and you got to hear this.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. It's Kim, filling in for Andy. Whilst you are away, where are you?
Yeah, we were just celebrating the fall. Every October, we try to do like a nice little short local trip, but we went up to Pittsburgh. I'm in Ligonier. It's such a beautiful little town outside Pittsburgh.
It looks
So we
beautiful.
could see, feel the fall colors. We don't get that in Florida. So once a year, we try to like get a little bit of fall experience. But of course, every time I go, Kim, late, gotta file something late and affect all my stuff. Thank God it didn't come out this weekend, but I want to get right into it because we're going to watch. It's like over half hour, guys. We're going to listen to it tomorrow during the live. I'll be back. But I wanted to give you guys a recap because I just listened to it, Ken. I know you did. Just so people understand why we're playing this clip. This is the clip that was secretly recorded of Steve Sarowitz, Wayfair, billionaire investor, and this is by this woman Claire Abe, who did a film called Waste. What's it called?
Empire Waste, I believe.
Thank you, Empire Waste, about like positive body image, another good message Wayfair project, and she recorded this call allegedly due to her. It was redacted, now it's unredacted, that she was afraid that because she had a bad experience with Justin, he was verbally abusive, and she didn't want anything to do with him during promotion, probably because some of the drama was happening at that point, which I could understand, Kim. I'm not even mad about that. Like, try not to include him, and maybe he even agreed. But because of that and his behavior on set with her on Empire Waste, she wanted nothing to do with him. And so she recorded this call, allegedly, Kim, because she was worried Steve was going to talk her out of it, is what she says in her declaration. But just spoiler alert, I don't get a sense of that at all. Now that we have the full context, which Blake was trying to hide from us, she sort of cherry picked a quote about the HAMA quote, which we're going to hear. I got to say, in the context and the full exchange, Claire seems like she loves everybody. Claire feels like she had no problem. Claire talks a lot. Doesn't let this investor billionaire get a word in edgewise. And we wanted to share a few key points, and then we'll come back and sort of share more of our reactions throughout. But I think these were the key takeaways that Kim and I pulled together. Yes? Should we get into it?
Absolutely. I do just want to say right off the bat, just so you guys all know, that this audio is originally 38 minutes long. We are going to do our best to show you guys some recaps. And as Andy said, we're going to go through the full on our live tomorrow. So we're not intending to try to take, cherry pick things out, but we're just trying to give you guys an idea of what's in here. And we're going to go through it in full context tomorrow. That being said, did want to say a huge thank you to docketupdates.com and Clark for their transcript, for the audio, for all the work that went into getting this. This was a lot, everybody. This was not easy for people to get, and we are so thankful to everybody that worked so hard for this to happen. So let's get into it. I am going to be putting the transcript up on screen beside Andy and I, so you guys can read along, because it is audio. It is an evidence file of audio. It's not fantastic. It's the best we can do. So let's get into it. I'm going to start it, and here we go.
It is exhausting. It's exhausting. It's a lot. It's a lot.
Jamie was the most exhausted.
Oh, I'm sure. Everybody. Because he was, I'm sure, the go-between with Sony, right?
He was the go-between. He was the one who was taking the brunt of the hits, because you didn't see the brunt of the hits, like the slam jobs on us.
Oh, I didn't.
No, because nobody saw them.
Right.
Jamie was stopping it. So Jamie was stopping the worst of the worst. Oh. There was a point where they were trying to slam the Baha'i faith. He got that done and out. So, basically...
Who was? Was it Sony or was it public? Yikes. That's icky.
Blake.
That's icky.
Oh, they went after everything.
Yeah. At this point, he also then talks about that they went after everything that they had. Steve says he's lucky that nobody mentioned him. But there is mention also of Baha'i, their faith, all that type of stuff. The tone of the audio is very interesting, from the sense that I was not sensing any type of fear on Claire's part whatsoever. Now, she could just be a very good actress. I don't know. But that's definitely been a comment I've seen. Andy, what did you think of that when you were hearing that part of it?
Yeah, no fear. And just for full context, like they're talking about the movie. They have a movie coming out, and she brings it up. The drama, and he says, oh, that's what it is. It's drama. We might get to that clip too, but like she brings it up. He doesn't come out to volunteer to hate on anybody, but he's sort of very clearly like, look, this has been tough. We've been and he admits that I guess that's the retaliation campaign, that they're defending themselves and their religion. and the hit pieces that are coming out, clearly from Blake's side. She's kind of surprised by that, but it's like, that's what it has been always. That story has never changed. I think that's the biggest takeaway for me is this doesn't change anything that we've already heard. Wayfair, Steve, all of them have been saying this since day one. The fact that he was willing to put this out in full context, again, without even hearing it, guys, you got to remember, I don't think they heard this, Kim, until it finally came on the docket. And so that's how confident they've been. And it's always come back out to prove their story. Let's keep going. There's a few more clips that'll be even more revealing and sort of frustrate you. Claire's very frustrating. I'll share my full recap at the end, but let's go to the next shot.
No problem. I'm just getting it all queued up. I apologize, guys. I only have so many screens, and I'm having difficulty with this. Let me go here.
She's queuing it up. Yeah, like Claire's speaking to a billionaire film investor who believed in her. She's a first-time director, and this guy, Steve, believed in her. And all she does in this call is just talk, overhype herself, oversell herself. Oh, yeah, we're going to get butts in the seats. Oh, yeah, the Wesley Mafia. Everyone's going to be there. We're doing so well. The word of mouth is great. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You need this guy and his money now more than ever to get your film out there. And she's so overly confident, so blah, 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 blah. You got this guy who's believed in you, who's the billionaire investor who could do all your future projects. And she is sucking up to him a bit, for sure. But you'd think you'd just listen. Take a moment to just listen to this man and hear what he has to say and what he's bringing to the table. But I didn't get a sense of that at all. Let me know if you're ready for the next bit.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go. I'm going to start it. So this, they start talking about Rainn Wilson, who also works with Wayfarer quite often. And I think, I'm not sure if he's on the board or not. I can't remember. That's my failure. I don't remember.
He's in the movie, and yeah, he's Dwight Schrute from The Office. Let's hear it.
And then they talk about Hollywood and the mess of it all.
I'm Rainn. Hello. Like that for me, for all of them, made them feel really seen and safe.
It must have been so starstruck to be working with Rainn Wilson.
They were, but he like from the first time we talked on the phone, he's like, I don't want them to feel intimidated by me. Like that was, and I relayed that to the team. I was like, Rainn wants you to know, and he walked the walk when he got there. He like shook everyone's hand, including the extras who had no lines and like no names in the movie. And he's like, I'm Rainn. It's so nice to meet you. Let's have fun. And like when I tell you, because that was like the vibe we were really cultivating on this set of making sure people felt safe. And wow, what a gift. What a gift.
The irony is Justin is just like that. And like you hear things from the end, it ends with us set. So you hear two different sets. It's like, wait a second, which set was it? Was it the set that Brandon Sklenar talked about, where it was amazing?
Yeah.
Or was it the set that Brandon Sklenar talked about?
Honestly, it's so tricky, especially, I don't know. Because I wasn't there, so I don't know what it was like.
I was.
You were there. Was it bad?
No.
Oh, God.
Justin never has a bad set. Yes, it was the worst set he's ever been on, but no, it wasn't bad. I was there on set. It was, Justin is really kind and loving, and he's like Rainn. So you imagine Rainn's running a set. It's just, it's the Baha'i set. It's never going to be like that. No, it was just, everything was made up. It was manufactured, and it was manufactured on purpose in order to take Justin down.
It sucks. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry because I know the intentions of making the movie were with such a purpose. I'm sorry to have this going on. I'm hoping
it didn't take Justin down.
No, I'm hoping it's winding down. Fingers crossed.
I think it's going. Well, Hollywood still got a hold of it.
Yeah, that's because it's quiet again. Yep. August, man.
So there's that part.
I mean, it's so revealing, because she's the one who's claiming Justin's this abuser who's staying off her set because it was not safe. And not once does she bring it up. Whether, I don't know why, because she's afraid. But like, it doesn't sound like Steve's aware of that. You'd think Steve, like, what was your issue with Justin? Like, I heard you had a problem with Justin. Tell me about it. What happened? Like, he doesn't even try to tiptoe around it. He's like, Justin's safe. Justin does this. Everything in that conversation, I would have never assumed this woman had a problem with Justin. Would you?
No, I didn't get that vibe at all. And I think too, as it does seem that in the declaration, she was very concerned that there would kind of be this push for Justin to be involved in the marketing of the film, as you alluded to earlier. I really don't feel that at all. I think there's some of Steve defending his friend and defending his business and defending his sets. And I'm not seeing her being pressured to include him in marketing whatsoever. I'm just seeing him sticking up for his staff and his director.
Defending himself.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So the next
and again, she plays dumb. Like, what happened? What happened? Oh, she's like, well, I don't know. I wasn't there. And then she even asked, was it bad? Like, she's very curious to ask. Like,
no.
He's like, no.
I love that.
No, it wasn't bad.
It's so like, no. Oh, anyway, the next part is, again, we're going to be talking again about Jamie working late to deal with this whole thing, mentioning that it's probably going to go to court, and then we move into the what I'm going to call the IH comment, and let's get that started. And here we go. Come on. Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
Jamie was one working till 11 o'clock at night. I just checked in occasionally.
Yeah.
There was a week that was long for me when we thought we were going to have to go into court.
Oh,
and
God.
I still don't know that we won't have to go into court.
Sure.
I just know that for right now, it seems like détente. And then if they persist and they push to the limits, then we'll go to court. And then it's all on me. Then I'll be working harder than Jamie did because
it's going to be protecting the studio, right?
I will protect the studio like Israel protected itself from Hamas. So there were 39,000 dead bodies. There will be 2 dead bodies when I'm done, minimum. And so not dead, but dead to me. You're dead to me.
You're dead to me.
So that kind of dead, but dead to a lot of people. If they ever get me to that point, then I'll make it worth their while because I'm going to spend a lot of money to make sure the studio is protected. But I don't think we'll go there.
Yeah, I hope not. As someone who
that's not the world I want to live in.
No, I hope it goes away. I just hope it goes away, or that people lose interest or realize it's harming everyone's career.
Yeah, I think that we'll just probably for years.
Yeah.
This is not going to go away. I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon.
Yeah.
We'll have to be defensive for years because there'll be stuff coming at us. I will be defensive for years. So if they ever cross the line, then I will go after them.
Yeah.
And Jamie at one point called me up and said, "I think we're going to need you."
Yeah.
And we have lawyers ready to go. We have our press people, our PR people working. We haven't had to engage the lawyers much yet.
That's good. That's a good sign. That's a good sign because that gets ugly.
Nothing's really hit our studio. It's never basically people love Justin and they still love Justin.
Yeah, that's good.
And if you meet Justin, how could you not love Justin?
I know. But yeah, I'm just glad that I'm just sending all the good energy. I hope it stays safe. I hope it stays safe.
Yeah.
Sure didn't stay safe. She then proceeds to release this. Didn't tell him it's being recorded. We're still unclear where she recorded it, if this was even legally allowed to be recorded based on her state. And then she gives it to Blake Lively. Make that make sense, Kim.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't know for sure all of the events, but I mean, it definitely does seem that way based on what I've heard, the legal analysis I've heard. The whole thing is quite suspicious. And I think, to me, the biggest thing when I hear this now in context is I understand why some people may be offended by what he said. I understand the sensitivity around the situation. But ultimately, what he's saying is, I'm going to protect the studio if they cross a line, if they go too far, if they endanger the studio. I will go after them. I will defend myself. That's what I got. I don't see that as retaliation. I see that as if you're going to come for me and you're going to come for my stuff and you're going to cross the line, I'm going to protect what I have.
Right. And let's be clear what that means. That means fight back as in defend ourselves.
Like a lawsuit?
Defend ourselves. Yeah. To me, it's like he's not out. That's not like we're going to go spread lies and ruin your career. We're going to tell the truth and stuff we haven't talked about yet because you were a pain in the ass. And this and that, and we're going to defend ourselves legally and in the press, just like you're trying to shut down his faith and everything else. It's all about that. I think that's really what this case is going to come down is the perspective of is defending yourself retaliation. To me, is really what the brunt of this case becomes. And in the context of her saying, well, "You're going to protect the studio, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm going to protect it like that." Now, to some that might be extreme and offensive. Okay, to me, the context is what it is. And he even clarifies, dead to me.
And they're making jokes about it.
They're making a joke about it. And so that's the worst thing that was in a whole conversation where she had an opportunity to get Steve on the phone to confirm that Justin was a jerk, that Justin was unsafe. She got nothing. If anything, it made it sound even safer. She's agreeing with him. Yeah. I love you. I can't wait to see you. And I can't wait to meet you. And yeah. Oh, can you introduce this person? The whole conversation is kissing his butt. And not once does she take a moment to say, well, me and Justin have an issue. Look, I'm not a huge fan of Justin, but I appreciate all you do. If any of that had come out, Kim, I would have gone, okay, interesting. There's something. But notice how when it hits the fan and we have to hear the actual complaint or conversation, there's nothing against Justin ever.
It's interesting.
That's
So
my biggest hang up. Is this woman is all talk, so much talk.
Mhm.
In her declaration is all like, "Oh, I'm gonna get," and then doesn't use this opportunity to get him on record to acknowledge the problem she had with Justin. Why?
I don't know.
Why would you? Why even admit you have this call, and why even give it to Blake? None of it makes any sense. And now you've completely torched your career, Claire. I mean, not because of retaliation, but because who on earth is ever going to want to work with a two-faced person like you, who's kissing Steve's butt and then goes to his enemy, seemingly, and gives her the tape to sort of take out of context when you don't know shit. You admit you weren't there.
Mhm.
Let them sort it out in court before you get involved and assume it's negative. That's important for me to say. It's people aren't going to want to work with Claire because of that. It's disloyalty. It's you can't trust this person. She jumped to a conclusion. She picked a side, but without knowing anything about it. And this has nothing to do with anything, in my opinion. And was she being coached by Blake to record this call? That's now my bigger question. Was she trying to like weed out and see what Steve was going to say? You know what I mean? And try to get him to more comfortable to talk and say worse. And notice he didn't. There's a moment where I guess we have one more clip.
Yes.
I know we're running late, but let's play the clip because even he catches himself when he talks badly about Blake. It's like, I don't want to talk badly about Blake.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to mention it. And I mean, I also want to echo, like, we shouldn't be harassing anybody. We shouldn't be going after anybody, but I absolutely hear your concerns, Andy. There's a lot of questions right now about why did she do this? Why did she do this? Because I don't see this as being a positive thing for her. And also within the context, I don't see this being the win that I think maybe Blake thought it was going to be. But we'll have to see legal analysis and all those other types of things. I'm not a lawyer. So this is the last clip here. Steve is talking about having, female directors, environments on set, women's issues, etc. And then talks about Scarlett Johansson working for them and then talks about Blake. So let's do that.
Very excited. So
I
hopefully,
love this women's empowerment. You know, we
you.
have another. I think I told you another first-time director we supported.
Yes,
Director.
a woman named Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, I'm so excited for her. I'm so excited.
We're trying to get her first big break. Maybe people will hear of her.
I mean, but Scarlett Jo, who? I can't. I love it. No, but honestly, every time you're a first-time feature director, it's your first time being a feature director. It's tough. I love that.
She was so cool, calm, collected, and confident.
No,
and nice.
Which is what you want, and just professional, right? You want someone who's professional, who like.
I don't. It's so interesting because you work with so many people, and almost everybody's nice. And then there's Blake, who she's totally different than everyone else.
I'm sorry.
It's like not to say anything bad about her, but she's different. Different.
There you go.
And there we go. And there are that
God,
was the
can
big
that woman
clips.
let him talk? It's like it's like me on stream with you, Kim. But for real, like she just like let the man speak and like let him. He's the guy in charge. He's the billionaire. He believed in you. Let him. You're getting dirt. Let him freaking talk. Sorry, Claire. Really irritating to listen to that. And she's a lot of Hollywood. She's a two-faced. I'll say it, a phony. Because she's faking to Steve. She clearly doesn't like Steve because she released his tape. She clearly has issue with you. And shame on you then to gas him up like you've been doing and then go behind his back and just side with Blake like this and give him that tape. I find it shameful. Anyway, we're going to watch the full clip tomorrow, guys. I know this has got a long video, Kim, so I'm trying to wrap us up. But tomorrow we'll watch the whole thing in context so you can see we're not cherry picking. I look forward to Claire's justification for this. I hope we do get it at some point because I don't get it, Kim.
I don't either. And I know this is just our opinions. We're not legal experts. This is us on the first listen, pulling clips that we thought were most important. We'll go through it all tomorrow. We appreciate you guys watching. Please make sure you've hit that like. Please make sure you've hit that subscribe. We really, really appreciate it. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Don't harass anybody. Okay? We're better than that. And we will see what comes out now with all of this. And that's it. Thanks so much, Andy. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.